How is it going, my sexy subscribers? It is your boy Trento14ST here, coming at you with some multi-team hardpoint. I'm playing with my clan leader Toxic Nation 144 and another member named Toxic Swiftness, and we destroying this game. I go 41 and 23, and I'm using mostly the MSMC with stock, laser sight, and fast mag. I get 2 orbital VSATs and a Warthog, which is good. 1 thumb, not 2. Broken thumb. Get the cast off Monday. Gonna use both thumbs. Gonna destroy. Get better gameplays. And today I'm gonna talk about my favorite CODs. I'm gonna go from my least favorite to my favorite. Then I'm gonna talk about my thoughts on Call of Duty Ghost, why I don't think it's going to be a good game, and I'm going to talk about games that I'm going to get in the future in the next few consoles and why. So let's start it up. My least favorite Call of Duty easily will have to be Modern Warfare 3. It's a terrible game. The guns look like little pencils compared to other Call of Duties. In Black Ops 2, guns are big, they're bulky, they sound mean. In Modern Warfare 3, they are like half the size. And then up next is World at War. World at War was a great Call of Duty. Problem was, there was a lot of mods. If it was good for about I think a year, which is actually what it all needs to be. But then if you want to go back and play it, you can't. There's going to be at least one modder in every lobby, and you are not gonna have fun because he's gonna have God mode on, and he's just gonna kill you, and he's running the whole game. Next favorite COD, I would have to say, is Blackops. Blackops was actually it was a well-made Call of Duty. They had good weapon balance, and they brought in the Blackbird, or the old VSAT, and that's my favorite kill streak of all time besides the nuke. Then my next favorite would have to be COD 4. I know people are going to say, oh, that's the best one because it's the original. It's what made Call of Duty into what it is. It's what made Call of Duty the game to get in the year. It's what made Call of Duty great. And that's all good and well, but it's too basic. Like they made better Call of Duty after that, but I'm going to get to that. My next favorite Call of Duty, my second favorite, is this one, Black Ops 2. I love Pig 10. It's one of my favorite innovations in all of Call of Duty because I don't use equipment. I just use 4 perks and 3 attachments instead. It's a lot of fun to do. And then my all-time favorite Call of Duty will have to be Modern Warfare 2. Modern Warfare 2 was a great game. It literally took everything from COD 4 and put it on roids. It let you have pro perks, customized kill streaks, a nuke for God's sake. That thing is insane. But the problem was Woman Army YouTube. People exploited that perk, and it was a great perk, but it made people not want to play it. It made me not want to play it because it ruined the game. But I remember me and my friends, we'd go in, we'd get nukes, and we'd destroy, and we'd have fun. And it was all ruined because people found out about One Man Army YouTube. But they never fixed it because of the people who were fired by Infinity Ward. And now made Respawn Entertainment, and are making Titanfall, which is a great game. I'm gonna get that. I'm gonna talk about that later. Now my thoughts on Call of Duty Ghost. I don't want it. I'm gonna be completely honest. It doesn't look good. Doesn't sound good. They have nothing to say about the game. I don't have trust in Infinity Ward at all anymore after Modern Warfare 3. Mainly because they said they were taking out gas streaks, and they said they were going to take out Last Stand. Not only did they keep Last Stand, they gave him C4. They let him blow you up after you're almost near Moab, which pissed me off a lot. That happened to me a lot actually. And then they try to make it sound like they're innovating, but what are they innovating? They're innovating campaign with a dog. That's not going to be used in multiplayer. How? What are you going to do? You're going to call in a dog and you're going to control a dog? You're easily going to die. It's not going to be fun. And then dynamic maps with timed destruction. So you're telling me I'm gonna be able to know the exact time, the exact second that that building will fall down and destroy everything, so I know when it's gonna happen, so I can get ready for it. No, I don't want that. I'd rather just have the normal, non-destructive environment. I don't like they're trying to copy Battlefield poorly. That's the easiest way to say it. They're not trying hard enough to make it good. Like Battlefield has destructive environments. You just blow something up with yourself. You can't do that in Ghost. You have to wait for it to do it to itself. That's stupid. Battlefield also bitch slapped Call of Duty with close quarters. That was probably my favorite DLC besides Endgame. Because it literally, like I said, it literally slapped Call of Duty across the face and said, this is how you make a game. Because it just looks like they put more effort into their games now, because Call of Duty just feels like literally the same thing, back and forth every year, same thing. Whereas Battlefield, it's every other year, so you get sick of it because you play it out so much. But then when you play the next one, it feels like a brand new game because you haven't played it in like a year after it came out, so because you were sick of it. But then it comes back and they add innovation. There's more because there's more to innovate in that game, because it's so much more complex, because you got tanks, helicopters, ground people, not warthogs, Humvees, transport places. You got airplanes, and I think there might have some. No, they're not doing that. But there's just so much more there to innovate upon to make it better. With this Call of Duty, they've innovated as much as they can. There wasn't much there at the start though, because there's no vehicles. With World at War they brought in tanks, but that didn't last long. I don't know why it didn't last long. I like them. So basically, that's how I feel. With that, Call of Duty is losing its greatness, and Battlefield's kind of taking over because they have more to innovate. Because Call of Duty's innovated as much as they can, but you can't innovate that much when all you have to do is a bunch of guys shooting at each other without anything else. So now there's more to talk about there's more than just Call of Duty out there. Everyone knows that. There's Battlefield, that's one of them, and soon to be there's going to be another threat to Call of Duty, which is going to be Titanfall. Titanfall just looks like a great game in and of itself. They have a lot to innovate with the Titans. They can innovate with the maps. They could add destructive environments too. That'd be really cool. And then they could add different types of Titans. They can innovate with the I don't know what they're called, the land people. I think they're just called Davids because it's like a David and Goliath theme, I think. So they're called pilots. I just remembered. So they can innovate on all of that, like different types of Titans, weapon customization if they don't have it. More than just Titans, they can add kill streaks. Flying Titans, animal Titans. There's so much there in of itself. Like they could probably do Call of Duty but I don't think they will. I think they'll make one every other year too, just like they do in Battlefield. And I think that EA might have found their new back and forth thing, like they had with Medal of Honor, where Battlefield comes one year, Titanfall comes the next year, and they keep flip flopping. They got, because EA is a big company and they need a lot of money, but the thing is with Activision, if EA found more than one game to give out every year to make their bank. So that's why I think that Titanfall and Battlefield will be better, because they're not just repeated, they're every other. So you get a new experience every single year. So the game's about to come to a close. I think we got like a minute and a half left, not even that. So I go 41 and 23, like I said before. We win by a lot. That's all I really have to say. So, yeah. Got C4 there. That's great. So I'm gonna be picking up not Call of Duty, unless I'm told it's some like great, fantastic game, which I doubt it's gonna be. I'm gonna get Titanfall, Battlefield, Watch Dogs. Maybe not Assassin. Maybe it's Assassin's Creed. That's it. Trento. Go.
I be that pretty motherfucker. Harlem's what I'm reppin'. Tell my niggas with the bitch and we gon' make it in a second. Never disrespected. Plus I'm well connected with this coke that I imported. Just important as your president. Swagger so impressive, and I don't need a neck.